G'day guys, Aussie FIFA HD and welcome back to yet another FIFA 18 tutorial on the channel. Today is a very important skill that I want to teach you guys to actually take into your FUT Champions Weekend League gameplay and use to your advantage. This tutorial will consist of me teaching you how to press your opponent in FIFA 18 to get the ball off them as quick as you can. Now this is a very important skill that I want to teach to you guys simply because if you can get the ball off your opponent as quick as you can, there's no way of them having a shot, nor is there any way of them scoring a goal. So that is why this is a very important skill for you guys to have in your locker. What I've done is I've taken an average FIFA game from the DKT which guaranteed us the Jordan Lukaku Path to Glory card, and what I've done is I've taken 3 prime examples from that game for you guys to then learn off. So without further ado and without me boring the hell out of you guys, let's jump into it. Now in this first example, you're going to see me pick the ball up with Van der Sar, our prime Micron goalkeeper, and boot it up the field where my opponent then maintains possession in his own half. Now if I go back as a replay here, you're going to see before my opponent even decides to pass to Valencia in a switch of play, I have already decided to switch to the defender, which isn't even on the screen. And this is what the pros and FIFA community call manual switching. To manual select in FIFA 18, all you need to do is use the right analog stick to select the player that you would like to defend with. Now in this case, when he's actually switching the ball, I want you to notice what defenders I'm actually selecting. As he goes across the pitch, I'm selecting manually the players that I want to use to defend with. And before he even reaches Valencia, as I said before, I've already selected the left back, I believe, that's not even on the screen, using the right analog stick. And as you will see, as I have already selected Alessandrini, I push forward, put pressure on my opponent, and you're going to see, as you would have seen just then, he had to go backwards. Another case of high pressure manual switching is in this clip here. You're going to see my opponent passes it around the back after I forced him back before when I was manual switching down below. Now before Alessandro, who is my opponent's left back, actually receives the ball, I already know at this point that he's going to want to pass to his left winger. And as you can tell in this image here, before Alessandro even receives the ball, I've already switched to Bellerin, who is my right back, to then intercept the ball from my opponent. And as you see from the final clip, I actually win the ball from my opponent because Bellerin was selected early and I was able to put pressure on my opponent. One thing I must mention before jumping into the second clip is a very important action that you guys must perform to actually make this work. What I'm actually talking about here is using second man press. If you guys don't know how to use second man press, all you need to do is hold down R1, and that would cause all of your defense to try and pressure the player with the ball, or at least try and pressure the defense, well not the defense but the attackers of your opponent's attack. As you can see in this second clip, my opponent is trying to pass it around the left wing area of my defense to where he can try and find a gap. However, you will see Henry, after manual selecting him, actually goes and defends and intercepts the ball. Now in this case here, I want you guys to pay close attention to the left winger that's making a darting run up the left wing side to where he can actually make a dangerous run into my box. And during this game, you will see I actually spotted this runner. So what did I do? I went and manual switched to Vieira. And what you'll see this does is actually forces my opponent backwards after cutting off that passing option. And what you will actually see here is after Vieira is placed into that right back position, there is no options for my opponent to go after he does a bit more passing. As you see in this situation, my opponent is actually suffocated into the corner of the pitch. And this is when I manual switch to Henry and I'm able to intercept the ball. Now in this third and final example, you're going to see me continue to use the manual switching and also the R1 pressure technique to then suffocate my opponent to then try and predict where the next pass will go. In this example, the ball is already halfway towards my opponent's left back, and likewise with the first example, I have already selected Bellerin with the right manual stick selection method to then try and put pressure onto my opponent. What you will actually see is he learns from his first mistake in the first example and actually is forced to turn backwards. This is when I'm able to manual select Vieira and he is able to intercept the ball so that I can start a counter attack. Anyway lads, I hope you guys actually took something from this tutorial and it actually helps you guys out in your FIFA 18 gameplay. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want a tutorial of something in particular. I don't really really care, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to make a video on it in the next tutorial episode. As always, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can we smash 15 likes, 10, 20, whatever you guys want to do? That would be amazing. Subscribe, as always. As I said before, I can't believe I repeat myself all the time, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day. I'm out, have a good one, and peace.